Hey folks, it's Brian Howard with Security Insights. Thanks for joining me today. I'm a territory manager for a security company in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I am focused on Dallas-Fort Worth, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. And what I do with this broadcast is I basically take information I learn from customers, from security meetings, different kinds of engagements. Sometimes I learn things that are good best practices. Sometimes we talk about the cloud. Sometimes we learn about security fails or security strategies that are just awesome. And so what I do is I turn that into content for you. All I do is I anonymize that, and then I turn that into great insights for you. So it's kind of like you sitting down with your peers for 3 or 4 minutes every day on these broadcasts. My purpose of today's broadcast is to tell you about a customer who I met with today, and they had a bad audit happen. Their security solutions that they bought and that they paid for basically had not been maintained properly, and they were not seeing into all the right areas of their systems that were needed. At one time, everything was tip-top, but they lost a security engineer several months ago, which led to no maintenance being done. And as networks changed and virtualization layers changed, things of that nature, over time the security solutions did not have the proper access that was needed and the proper visibility. So how do we make sure that you don't have a compliance failure, or how do we make sure that you don't have a false sense of security from your security solutions? And that is by maintaining them. So 3 tips on maintaining them out of today's real customer lesson. Number 1 is make sure that it's a calendared team activity to maintain security solutions on a regular basis. Maybe that's quarterly, maybe that's 3 times a year, but really going through and bringing your security solutions back up to best practice. So number 1 is basic maintenance of your security solutions. Number 2, when you lose an employee like they lost, make sure you do a thorough exit interview. Understand what are the things from a maintenance perspective that need to be picked up by someone else. And then number 3, let's make sure that we utilize our vendors for a quarterly business review or a health check type process. This is something that you can ask your rep for. Your rep will bring their engineer, their sales engineer, and really look over your shoulder at your settings and to make sure that your solutions are really up to snuff as far as best practices and visibility. So let's use those 3 approaches to make sure that your security solutions are delivering the firepower that you need to keep yourself and your business safe. So recapping, number 1, make sure that someone is responsible for security maintenance on a scheduled basis. Make sure, number 2, you properly do exit interviews. That's just a human process. And number 3, make sure you utilize your vendor for their valuable insights and use them for a QBR, use them for a health check. With that, this is Brian Howard with Security Insights. Have a safe and secure day.